Hi guys, it's Kat and I am back today for my 5th swatch off video, and this is my final swatch off video. So over the past 2 years I've been testing out my lip collection. I tested well over 500 lipsticks, and the first half of this year and all of last year I did check-ins. So I was showing you the lip products I used, photos of them, how they wore, and I gave you little mini reviews, and I told you at the end of each month which ones I'm getting rid of. Then what I decided to do was take similar colors and do a swatch off series. So all the nudes I sort of compared, all the reds I compared, all the colored ones I compared, and I did a sort of second round of decluttering shades that were like dupes and I didn't need doubles of. So that's what I'm going to be concluding now with this 5th video. But at the end of this video as well, I'm going to tell you how many products I decluttered in total. It's a lot. It's a lot. But in this video, I'm actually swatching my lip stains. So I do have my lip stains here. I'm wearing one of them today. I love lip stains. And I'm just going to tell you, I'm probably not going to get rid of many, if any, because I did declutter a lot in that series. And these are some of my most favorite lip products ever. Like, a good lip stain is so underrated. They stain like a powerhouse and they are so much more comfortable than a liquid lipstick, and you don't have to babysit them. So I actually had to go rummaging in my handbag to find a lot of these because they just are always in rotation. So yeah, let's get on to my lip stain swatches. All right, this is going to be an easy one. So I'm going to try to fit all of these lip stains on one arm, and you'll see why when I try to remove them. So what I have here is my cut down lip stain collection. I did actually get rid of quite a lot of lip stains in my project Apocalypse. So this is the leftovers, the ones that I wanted to use the most. There are a couple of new ones in here since filming that. So the Charlotte Tilbury one, Tinted Love, that's new. This one came in the mystery box. And then also this one here, which I don't even know what the heck it is. It says M-E-R-Z-Y, Mersey. I'll have to look it up. I'll have the information in the description box anyway. But that one came in a Yes Style advent calendar. So those are new since filming my Project Apocalypse. But my favorite brand by far of lip stains, and I've spoken about this time and time again, is Moly. So I've got the Perfect Lips Shocking lip stains. I've got all 7 shades that are available. If there's any more that they've brought out since, let me know because I will order them happily. They are my favorite. I had to fish some of these out of my handbag. That's how much I use these. These are the Shocking Blur ones. So they're the same brand, but they're the matte finish. These have a bit of a shine finish. So the interesting thing about these ones, and you'll see them shiny on my arm, but they have sort of like a gloss effect. So once these have set, the stain sort of stains to your lips, and then you've got this like glossy, comfortable layer on. That does wear down throughout the day. You just have to apply a lip balm or a lip gloss over the top to sort of maintain the gloss. But these ones are more of a matte effect. So yeah, they're supposed to be the Shocking range, which are the really pigmented range, but a different finish. This little guy down here is also Moly. I think these are more of the original lip tints. They're the Lip Tone Get It tints, and this is the velvet version. Now, when I did my Apocalypse video, I had a lot of these, but I decluttered them because I preferred the Shocking ranges because they're just a lot more pigmented. They wear a lot longer. I don't remember why I kept this one. Maybe it was a shade that I couldn't replicate in sort of these ones, but yeah, I much prefer this range to that range from Moly. So as per usual, I'm going to have the names of the products and the shades I've swatched in order of swatching them. So if I don't completely know what this is or that is or whatever, just look in the description box and it'll be there. All right, so I'm going to start with my favorites because that's what I want to start with. And I am going through the shades 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I do turn these over, they do also have the shade names. So I've got pink, red, ruby, orange, petal, which is what I'm wearing in the intro of this video, tomato, and rose. So those are the shade names, and yeah, 1 through to 7. Okay, this one is a beautiful, vibrant pink, as you can see. Maybe I'll maybe I'll zoom in. That's what I should do. Super, super bright. And this is more of your sort of blue tone. Maybe I'll brighten this. Hang on a second. That probably shows it a bit better. This is more of a blue tone, sort of magenta pink. Then we've got red, which is more of a traditional red. Oh, beautiful. So this is a beautiful alternative to just like a red liquid lipstick. Oh, it has the same pigment. It wears really well. It doesn't wear off as sort of patchy as a lot of liquid lipsticks do. And of course you can sort of put a gloss or a balm over the top to keep it hydrating, which not all liquid lipsticks you can do that. This is Ruby, which is like my first one I bought, and I love it so much. This is an orange toned red. So this looks very orange compared to the last one. But when I do pull out orange, you can see that this is way more sort of orange, true orange, which I love as well. This one doesn't wear as well as the reddy pinky tones. Like, it wears really nicely, but I feel like the red and pink tones in stains tend to be the color that stains the lips the most. This one is Petal, which is what I'm wearing in the intro. It's more of a coral pink red. I don't know if you can see that very well on camera. Hopefully you can. Tomato. I love this one too. So this is again more sort of vibrant coral, but it's a little bit less pink than this and a little bit more corally orange. I don't know. They look quite similar, but I love them both. And then we've got Rose, which is a darker, more brown toned, but it's like brick toned. Like, it's dark like this, but more orange to it rather than having more red. Hopefully you can see that, but I love them. They're beautiful. All right, next row will be the Shocking Blur ones, I think they're called. I think that's what they were called. They don't have the name on it, but again, I'm going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know the names of these because I don't have it written on the packaging, so I'll have them in the description box, but this one is definitely lighter, and you can see it's not as like vibrant. This is like a really light, almost like a neon pastel coral. It's showing up looking a lot more nude on camera. I might turn this brightness down so we can see it a bit more. It is a beautiful shade, very different to the top one, so not as pigmented, but it has this really sort of fun peachy coral neon, like summery fun look, so I do like that. This one, I'm revisiting all these, I don't remember what they are. This is more of a pink version of it, so more sort of neon apricot, more neon coral. Shade 3, what do you have? Oh, beautiful. This is more of a orangey red, but again, it sort of settles down to more of a matte finish, whereas these, and again, you can see there, these have a shine finish, these have more of a matte settling down finish. So very typical orangey red color, but different finish. Shade number 4 is more of your deeper reddy tone, so orangey, reddy orange. And number 5, what do we have here? These are all fun. This is a nude. Nude stains don't stain very well, but this did look really beautiful on the lips and fades down really nicely. So yeah, there we go. They're all different, in my opinion anyway. I love them. They're all beautiful. I still prefer this top formula because it's just so vibrant and it like stains for, oh, look, 12 to 24 hours sometimes. It stains a long time, easy to reapply because it's so thin on the lips. When it fades down, you just have to put another coat if you need to. And then these ones are just a different sort of finish to the top ones, and obviously slightly different colors. Now let's see why I kept this one. So again, Tony Moly, it's in the shade 7, but it's a different formula. This is a velvet version. You can buy, I don't know if they're still available, but the ones that were clear and you could see the liquid, they were more of that shiny finish. The ones that had this sort of frosted colored glass, because this is a glass bottle, it's like a nail polish bottle, they had more of the velvet finish, so the more matte finish. I just think that this one was one that they didn't have in this range, the tone, so I kept it. So this is more of that corally pink. So probably similar to more these two here, but they just didn't have it in that range, so I kept it from this range, and I think it's beautiful. So that's going to settle down to a matte finish as well. If I only had those stains in my collection, I would be very satisfied because I love them all. So yeah, this is not going anywhere, but if any of these are too redundant, then I can get rid of these because this is what I prefer. And I have tried a lot of stains from a lot of brands. I've decluttered a lot. I've given a lot away to friends. This is my level of, if it doesn't meet these requirements, there's no point keeping it. So yeah, that's what that is. Charlotte Tilbury Tinted Love. This is in the shade Bohemian Kiss. Now I can tell you this doesn't wear, it's probably more like this one, but you can see it's a lot sheerer and it doesn't wear anywhere near as long as the ones above it. It's still really pretty. I would say this is more of an alternative to a tinted gloss. This does dry your lips out. I've heard a few people say that they like the effect of it, but it is drying. The beauty about stains is that if it starts to feel dry, because it actually ends up feeling like your natural lips, and a lot of people want to wear a lip balm or a lip gloss because their natural lips are dry, just put a gloss or a lip balm over the top and it will rehydrate it. The benefit of a stain is the lip color is stained onto your lips. The finish you don't have to keep. So this will settle down to more of a, like my normal lips, but I would just put a gloss or a balm over the top and brings back the moisture, but you got a little bit of a tint. So yeah, this probably is most similar to that, but it's a more muted version. From La Biotte, this is the wine lip tint. I think this is a red that's a lot sheerer as well. Now, it's pink, but it's, yeah. I don't usually use really sheer tints. If I'm going to go for a lip stain, I always reach for these, but there is something beautiful about a really subtle tint. So this is more of a rosy tint. This one here is more of an orangey nude tint. So you can see that there are obviously differences to how they'll appear on the lips. All right, this mystery product that I'll have in the description box. I have used this. I pulled this out from my handbag. This is more of a thicker cream. So it's got a beautiful sort of orangey tone to it. It's like a apricot-y tone. Like I might actually turn up the brightness because maybe not that much. That's too bright. But this has more of... it's not as vibrant as some of these orangey reds. It's this dude is going rogue. Stop it, please. It's more of like a liquid lipstick sort of consistency where it's quite thick and quite creamy and settles down to more of a set finish. So it is different. And it looks a little bit more muted, like I said, than these ones. So I think it's interesting. I think I would call this more of a liquid lipstick that sort of gives a slight stain to the lips. I wouldn't call it itself a stain. All right, the last one is this Moonshot Cream Paint Stain Fit. Again, this is a sort of orangey tone. It's quite a nice sort of vibrant coral. I would say it's probably most similar to that shade up there. But again, this is more opaque. I think that's what these ones, they give me more liquid lipstick vibes because they've got more opacity, whereas these are really, really, really pigmented, but they're also sheer. So if you blend it out or sheer it out, you can see your lip texture through it. These are actually opaque. So these are more, yeah, liquid lipsticks that stain, in my opinion, but they're all, I think they're all very different. You might disagree, but that's what I think. All right, let's show you on slightly different angles. So hopefully you can catch some of the differences in the finish. So the middle row are quite drying down to be more matte. The top row has that gloss effect. And then we've got a mix. So these are more natural effect. There's a little bit of hydration to them, but it does wear off pretty quickly. And these look a lot thicker and more opaque, but hopefully that's, yeah, the range of stains that I've currently got. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't actually see any dupes in terms of color and formula. I feel like I'm going to keep them all. It is what it is. And I did actually declutter quite a lot that month. So I might recap how many I got rid of because I don't know off the top of my head, but I did get rid of a lot of stains that month when I did test all of these out. So I'm going to take a baby wipe that's saturated in micellar water and I'm going to show you the effect of these and why I love them. Firstly, look at that. That's beautiful. That's a piece of artwork in itself. But you can see how these do stain and why I had to do this separate from the rest of the videos because these they stain. And the ones that stain the most are the Tony Moly ones because they are just powerhouse stains. Another thing that you can notice here, I find the best performing, like the most long wearing stains are the pinks and the reds. You can see that even though these had different colors on the lips, the same sort of stain is sticking around, which is pink. These red ones are quite similar, and then you have like a softer orange. So there's limitations with stains. Like, it'd be really cool if you can get really nice purple stains or berry stains or whatever it happens to be. But I feel like the pigment that stains is actually the pink or the orange or the red. So even if you had a really dark purple stain, it would fade down to more like this color because that's the pigment that actually stains the lips. So all stains eventually sort of fade down to the same color, and hopefully you can see that the nude ones really don't fade down to much. So nude stains to me aren't really a thing. All right, so I am keeping all of these. I like them all and I use them all. But I just had a look at my spreadsheet, and when I did do my lip stain month, I kept 15 and I got rid of 16. So yeah, like I said, a few have popped into my life since then, these two, I think specifically. But I did get rid of quite a lot in my Project Apocalypse. So yeah, this is what I'm keeping. So before I give you the totals, I do want to make a correction from my last swatch off video, which was the red lipsticks. I decluttered a Jeffree Star red lipstick that I actually had decluttered in my Project Apocalypse series. For some reason, it must have gone back into my collection. I re-swatched it and decluttered it twice. So I did actually count that twice, but I've corrected it since. So last video I said I decluttered an additional 12, but it was actually 11. So in the first round of my Project Apocalypse series, I tested 518 lipsticks and I decluttered 240. Now from this swatch off, I have, not today obviously, but I have got rid of a further 44. So I have in total decluttered 284 lipsticks. Now I don't know if I decluttered half, which was my goal. On paper it looks like I did because in my Project Apocalypse series, I tested 518 and I'm now saying I've decluttered 284. But in this swatch off series, I did include newer lip products that I have accumulated since doing my Project Apocalypse. So that sort of blew out the number a bit. But I do think 284 lipsticks that I've gotten rid of over the past nearly 2 years is amazing. So it's been a long journey, but what's really, really great is the outcome is, I think once I get a bit more organization happening, I can fit all my lipsticks now in one drawer, which I couldn't do before. And also I know that everything that's in there is something that I want to use and I really like. Whereas before I had a lot of things where I'm like, I don't know if I like this. I don't know if the color suits me. I've tested everything. I know that they do because these are the ones that I've kept. And now I just have one awesome drawer of really cool lipsticks that I can reach. I can literally just put my hand in and reach for something and I know I'm going to like it. So it's been well worth it, but it's been a long journey. So I know a lot of people love this series and are sad to see it go. I'm sort of sad to see it go too, but it is what it is. We've come to an end. But what I'm thinking of doing over the next few months is just doing like a blush declutter, maybe a highlight declutter, where I just do some like arm swatches and just, you know, get rid of some shades I don't really like or don't really use. So it's not going to be a really in-depth testing everything out over months and months and months. So there will be some more decluttering happening throughout the year on this channel, but all good things come to an end, and that's the end of my Apocalypse series. So thank you so much for everyone who's watched it and enjoyed it and did their own declutter alongside me. It's been really fun to hear about, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.